Today I want to talk about function. What is function? A function is a group of statements that together perform a task. As we see in a program or in a language program, function is the most important part, which when someone understands function, he or she can code very easily and clearly. So every C program has at least one function that called main. So in this here I want to have an example of function. Function is a group of statements that together perform a task. So a function basically has three parts. So function definition, function declaration, and function call. So function definition is that provide the actual body of a function. Function definition is the most important part of a function. When we write a function, so the most important part of function is function definition, that we define that function and we make that function according to that definition. So and that we declare that function. And function declaration which tells the compiler about the function's name, that particular function's name, return type, and parameter list. So and number third is function call. When we make a function, when we define a function, when we declare a function, after that we call a function. When we call a function, that function will work there. So before that I want to say that a function according to definition is four types. So we see that there are four types of function according to definition. Number one is takes nothing, returns nothing. Number two is takes something, returns nothing. Number third is takes nothing, returns something. And number four is takes something, returns something. So when we say takes and return, we mean there is two words, that takes and returns. Let me clarify this by making a function. So when we come here, we want to make a function. Firstly, we want to have a function and takes nothing, returns nothing nature. Okay, I want to have a function here takes nothing and returns nothing. Okay, so now when we make a function, as I said, a function has three main important parts: function definition, function declaration, and function call. Before that, I want to have a function function definition. I want to define this function as a function is a small program. We can say that here we want to have a function declaration. When we say takes nothing, means it takes nothing from the takes nothing, it means the parameter list will be empty. And when we say returns nothing, means it returns nothing, here will be void. So here I want to have an example. After that you will understand very well. So here I want to have void add. I want to add two numbers. Okay, void add, tell void here, and this part is return part. When we say return nothing, means here will be empty or void. Okay, when we say takes nothing, here it concerns here, so here takes nothing. Okay, now it is our function definition. We have defined this function, its name is add. So now we want to complete this integer. We want to add two numbers. Okay, now kind of it takes two numbers from user, enter your two numbers. So percent A and percent B. C is equal to A plus B. Print. Now we want to print the sum is percent D C. So here our function is met. So we have written a function, we have made a function. So this is our complete function. Now two things left here. Function definition, it is called function definition, and keep in mind that function definition, when we complete the function definition, here semicolon will not come, here semicolon will not come, we remove semicolon from here. Okay, now without semicolon function, it is function definition. And now we want to declare this function. When we have defined this function, now we want to declare this function. Function declaration will be before main function. Okay, now we want to have here and declare this function void add void. Okay, here semicolon will come. Okay, now we have put here semicolon. Now here our function has defined, our function has declared, we have declared our function. Now we want to call this function in main function. When we call this function, our functions work. Okay, now come here, we call add and parameter list, we do not put anything because there it returns nothing, it takes nothing. Okay, it takes nothing. Semicolon. Now our function, our program is ready. We just want to run this program, whether it works or not. Takes nothing and returns nothing's natures. So now we want to run, build and run. We just see whether it works or not. It has worked. See, here it says that, see, enter your two numbers. I want to put first 10, enter, and 20. The sum is 30. Now you can see here the sum is 30. Now our function is okay. So this function is made. This function is the first nature, takes nothing, returns nothing. And now we want to have another, we want to work on this function. Takes something, returns nothing. It takes something, but it does not return anything. Okay, the same function we want to work on this, we want to change on that nature. So here when we wrote this, here void same it will be, but here integer it will be changed because it returns something. When we say add integer A, integer B, this is function definition again. We just put integer A, integer B. We have return takes something, it takes something. So this part, enter two numbers, will be here. Okay, and main function, when it asks, firstly it asks two questions, enter your first number, enter your second number from the user, then after that here it comes, this will be only C, we declare only C here. So again here will be the same, and the same thing, which C is equal to A plus B, it just passes the value A plus B, print if the sum is C. Okay, now we want to change here function declaration, integer integer. If you don't write anything here, is okay. Integer, just we want to show that it is takes something nature, is the function which is takes something nature. Now we want to declare here integer x and integer y. Here instead of a and b, we just put x and y, and here we just put x and y because we call x and y. We just pass the value. Now our function is ready. We have made a function. This is void add integer. We can write here integer a, integer b, it doesn't matter. So main function integer x y we have declared, and printf enter two numbers, and we have called this. We can say function call, and here this is function declaration. This is function declaration, this is function call, and this is function definition. Now we want to run this program, whether it works or not. Build and run. Come here, just see here, enter two numbers, enter your two numbers. We want to put 15, again 15. The sum is 13. Okay, now again we want to run. Okay, enter your two numbers, 30 plus 20. The sum is 50. So our second function also is right. So